What's going on, listeners? How are y'all?
Uh,
Hey, a lot of y'all. This is nerve wracking. This is my first time ever doing a live show, so if I mess up, bless my mind, forgive my heart. For real though, guys, this is your host, Elliot Barr, and just joining me is my co-host. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves because I'm not good at it. So I'm gonna let y'all go.
All right, I'm Kyle Carr. I am a supporter of Ford Madison FC. I'm over in Madison, Wisconsin. That's all you need to know.
I'm Ebony. I'm a supporter of North Carolina FC, and I choose violence on the daily. And I'm gonna eat this ice cream sandwich while we talking.
This is how it goes, man. So we want to welcome y'all to the first episode of if y'all can see behind me. I'm trying to make y'all point right. Yeah, I had to get my finger sorted out. You can follow the show here on Twitter at Walking90Pod. Look, man, it's like weird. All right, my fingers don't work right. Don't make any jokes.
Left and right, who cares? It all works out in the end.
So Cal, real quick, do you want to tell the listeners what kind of show this is? While I check the comments to make sure we got any questions so far.
Yeah, so this show, it's going to recap USL League 1. So what we're going to try and do is just be ourselves, talk about it, probably choose some violence on the side, talk about some pettiness. Just going to have a good time. That's pretty much what this is. We're going to try and interact with you all as much as we can, provide you with what's going on in the league, and provide some entertainment on the way.
Yeah, pretty much. So, like we said, this show is for supporters, by supporters. We are not paid by the league, so we can say whatever the fuck we want. And that's how we're starting the show. Pretty much, first thing to start off, we're just gonna hop around into it. Couple of league news. Chattanooga signs his first ever academy player, Christian Zaragoza, I believe his name is. He's a center back. 17 years old. Any thoughts on it? Any thoughts on Chattanooga bringing in the first academy player after having like a dozen teams all over the United States?
Fuck Chattanooga. Next question.
Wow. Good for the kid. Good for the kid.
Good for the kid.
Get that money. Good for you.
Secure the bag.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. Like the team itself, Chattanooga, I kind of have a soft spot for because I feel like y'all are like really good, but it's like the organization, man. Like I can't.
The players are fine. No ill will towards the players, just the org and the 5 fans, and that's it.
I mean, obviously, I'm the new one to USL1, but
yeah, that's right. You about to well, when we get into the schedule, we're gonna find out when you play. But you're gonna be popping your USL League 1 cherry soon.
Yeah,
join us.
Yeah,
I know it feels sucky. Don't worry. The first league sucks. The first year sucks. The second year it gets better after that. Trust me, I know. I'm a Richmond fan.
I was gonna say I don't know if the second year gets better. I can't attest to that. The first year was great. Second year could be improved.
Yeah, it could have been. I mean, it's League 1. What'd you expect?
There's also a Ponda replay, which did not help things.
God. Yeah. So, like we said, listeners, it is a live show. So pretty much put in those questions in there. We'll answer them live on air and try to answer as best you can. If you got any comments, we'll show them live on the air and everything like that. So where you guys want to start at with the League 1 schedule?
I mean, we might as well break down our teams since, there's a wide variety here.
All right. I'm not starting because I've been talking too much. But Kyle, you can start up there in Madison.
Well, we don't start until May, May 8th, first game. We go out west to Tucson. So that's going to be interesting. Can't wait for the 9 p.m. on a Saturday. Going to get reacquainted with that. Otherwise, and then I think the home opener is against North Carolina the following week, but we're not going to be playing for a while. It's not Toronto FC too bad, but we're still a good month away from any real matches starting. But I don't know why the schedule's set up the way it is, but probably because Ford Madison just started preseason training last week, so it wouldn't be fair to start matches this week and Ford Madison only gets a weekend.
It's kind of the same for us. Like, we start May 8th. I refuse to call Greenville the champion because Their stars got an asterisk, and that's just goofy.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, that's not mine.
Ooh.
Who's the most hated player in the league?
Ooh.
I can't answer this one because I'm not in
right.
your league yet. Like, we don't kick off till May 8th, so I'm gonna leave y'all to.
You got like a whole nother month to figure out whether or not you want to be in the league or not. It's like when you buy something from IKEA and you're like, do I really need this? No.
So I'll read the question out. So Matt says, y'all say you choose violence. So who's the most hated player in the league and why? I'm gonna leave that to y'all too, because I can't answer that.
There's a couple options.
It's a couple out there.
Okay.
It's a couple.
Stephen Beatty would have been my choice. Stephen Beatty was my first choice, but I don't think he's on the Red Wolves anymore.
For me, it's Beatty.
Is he in the league though?
Yeah, he's with Omaha. You know, Omaha got the Monstars out there.
No, he didn't go. No, you're thinking Greg Hurst.
No, they got Beatty.
They got Beatty as well?
Yes, they signed all of Chattanooga.
Okay.
No, I'm going with Stephen Beatty. That easily. Oh no, he's in court. He's back in Ireland. Good.
What?
He's back in Ireland. I thought he was still here. God. All right, I would say Turbo. I can't stand Turbo.
Whoa.
Okay, we're ending the show. We're ending the show.
I can't stand Turbo. No. Here's my reason why I can't stand Turbo. It is nothing with him personally. Like, social media wise, he's great. It's fine. Just on the field, like, every time I see this man and he makes like a sharp turn, I swear I think his Achilles is gonna pop. He doesn't seem mobile at all. Like, he seems like that guy in the YMCA that's like playing basketball, and you're like, this dude has no kind of skill set whatsoever. And then he drops 30 on you, and I'm like, yo, he should not be able to do this.
Okay, that's a little bit better of a reason. I still am not happy with their choice, but the reasoning makes some sense.
I'm a Turbo fan because he played at NCFC when they were in championship.
Well, of course, we're for all the Turbo fans.
You know what? No, I got my answer. Ricardo Pepi. Because that man continues to haunt my goddamn soul. It is ridiculous. He is over in FC Dallas balling out, and then for some reason they always decide we're just going to bring him back to fuck over Madison. I don't like Ricardo Pepi. That is my choice.
Man.
Not necessarily. I just hate that he torments me all the time, and if I see his name on the team sheet again, I'm gonna lose it.
See, Andrew, how is being old a reason to hate a player? How?
Because, man, it should be an age limit, dude. Like, I feel like Turbo has lied to his birth certificate.
Did Tony Parker play till he was like 65?
I guarantee
Julio Franco is still hitting
is still playing right now. DeMarcus Beasley is still playing right now.
How old is Turbo?
Like 32, 33? I don't know.
He doesn't age.
He's 40. Turbo got to be 40. That hairline said 40.
Turbo is timeless, all right? Take it easy.
Turbo.
You could have chose any other player, and you choose him. God damn.
I mean, a next one underneath that is what's his name from Omaha? EVD Vandercourt. I can't.
Vandercourt Decker.
Yes.
Now you got two fan bases at your neck already.
The reason why I don't like him is because I feel like he's that player that you can tell, like, yo, you're too good to be here, but you drop down. Like, he's that guy that, like, when you play pickup football, like flag football or something, and he's supposed to be in A League, but he dropped down to C League because he got kicked out of A League for like cussing out somebody. That's the reason. Like, I don't like him because he's not supposed to be here. Like, dude, you supposed to be in like championship. Go somewhere else.
So the Ricardo Pepi problem. Okay.
Pretty much. Yeah, Evan, you missed out on that whole Ricardo Pepi thing, man. Like, you talk about someone that terrorized fan bases. Like, it was a collective. Like, we were all like, no, he could not play here no more. No more.
And we thought we were in the clear last year.
So Matt says, don't hate because he's old. Hate because he's overhyped because of a goofy Twitter gimmick. He's had that gimmick going since
Minnesota time. He was in Minnesota.
Yeah, like he's I think, way before my time. So
that's who it was. Thank you, Andrew. Yes, Christian Herrera, the OCB goalkeeper. His shenanigans in Madison. I remember everyone hating his guts.
Wait, what shenanigans? I need to hear this story.
He pretty much was flopping all over the place. Think of a shit house. Just think of your shit house goalkeeper, and that's what Christian Herrera was doing without the skill.
Wow. Okay.
Damn.
So
we
pretty much got the most hated player in League One history is Christian Herrera, pretty much. Let's see what this says.
I want to know, since when does League One have so many Tuesdays and Wednesday games? What is this? Is this what y'all do?
Yes. Yes. We are Sunday League at its finest form, baby.
We got the club going up on a Tuesday at 7 o'clock against Toronto in Arizona. Is that what
just wait till you play Toronto on a Friday night at 4 p.m.
Nah.
That is
nothing yet.
That is
Union Omaha, y'all ain't experienced that yet. That is peak like irritation. 4 p.m. Friday, Tucson. Toronto at FC2.
At their practice facility, no lights. Shout out Chattanooga. They have something to relate to them with.
Damn.
Ooh, Ricky. Yeah, Ricky was a close one.
Ooh.
Ricky was a close one as well. I didn't like Ricky.
I mean,
he surprised me in Fort Lauderdale. I don't even know if he's with Fort Lauderdale. Does Fort Lauderdale even have a roster?
They're just vibing. They're just vibing
it's just
right
vibes. Now. I can tell you in championship, any of the Martinez brothers from Charlotte, fuck them. Nah, that was probably my most hated team.
That's right. Chattanooga does have 11 a.m. games.
Because they didn't have lights.
They don't have lights. They don't have lights. Like, that was the thing last year. Like, we were all like, how do you have a stadium
brand new
with no lights? Like, I don't. I need to know what kind of stadium package they bought. It was probably one off of Football Manager, the very cheap ones where it's like have some bleachers on a Sunday pitch. Here you go.
That's DLC. You got to get the DLC for the lights. You also need the DLC for the running water.
Yeah. They got a scoreboard, no lights.
We're trying to like USL League One's supposed to be this professional league, and yet we have the shenanigans going on right now.
Yeah.
Got a brand new stadium with no lights. Got Friday 4 p.m. because the team's playing on a practice field that doesn't have lights either. Just what are we doing here?
I'm sorry. I have a Tuesday match scheduled on against Chattanooga at home. So
weekdays, Tuesday and Wednesdays, they're a great time.
I feel like we need to change the show to like just ragging on Chattanooga because I also forgot about the shipping container. Man, Chattanooga just didn't do anything. That's what I'm saying, yo. Like the team itself is fine.
The players itself is fine. The whole organization sucks. The ownership sucks. The front office sucks.
That's fucked up.
I see we made it big time.
Ran into Joe, and when he decided to take over for personal use, he kept the third person. See, yeah, it goes back to his Minnesota days. Like. People look at him weird about it, but it's like he's been doing that since what? When did he play in Minnesota?
2012? No, not that old.
No, yeah,
maybe. I think it was like 2012, 2013, and then he went over to Rochester, then North Carolina.
And he was in North Carolina for a while.
Yeah.
Because he was there for the transition between Railhawks to NCFC.
Shout out to NASL.
Yeah, NASL. 2012. You were correct, Kyle. 2012.
God, I'm good at this.
Oh my god.
You might have to do a trivia night. I feel like Kyle will probably win. Probably have to do a trivia night.
I'm the king of useless information, so that's what I'm here for.
So you're Black Wikipedia. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Put it on a jersey.
Oh man. Yo.
We gotta talk about this show can't just be bashing Chattanooga for
but it's so funny, man, because they just make it up. Oh my god.
I mean, they're putting the ball on the tee, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. All right, man. So also some news that dropped yesterday. USL League One has announced they are doing concussion substitutes. I personally haven't had a good to read into it, but from what I'm seeing is that if a player gets a concussion, pretty much you can sub him off, and if it's ruled that he has a concussion, I feel like if you have a concussion, you have a concussion. That's one of those things where it's like, oh, I think my foot hurts. Pretty much you can sub him on for another player. That's what I've seen. But how do you guys feel about the concussion rule so far?
I'm happy about it. I mean, that's kind of been something that you could tell that like FIFA has been leaning towards, especially with all the concussions that's been happening. So it's weird that it's going to come all the way down to USL League One, but hey, at least people will be safe and teams won't be penalized because somebody else fucked up a player, and now we've got 10 men on the field.
Yeah, that's true. Kyle, what do you think about it?
I think it's good because you don't want players to continue playing on after they get concussed. That's something I think, as we've learned more and more, especially through the NFL and now in soccer, players are going to try and play through it. And it's clear that they're not okay. So trying to do this is going to be a good first step. I think they tried it once in the Premier League. I think there was a situation where the goalkeeper for Wolves, he got not necessarily knocked out, but he was definitely not okay. And they were able to, and they had already used their subs. So instead of playing down to 10, they were able to at least sub in the backup keeper, which was kind of nice. And I think it's just mainly people are worried about gamesmanship, but I don't think players' heads and brains are something to fuck around with.
That part.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I like the rule. It's coming down from I think MLS, USL Championship, USL League One. I think it stops there. I don't know if it's going to League Two or not, but look, anything to protect the players, I'm all down for it because there's no point of these players playing with a concussion in this Southern heat. Like, it's nothing to mess around with or fucking around with. I just hope that it's better implemented than VAR was, and we all seen how VAR has been implemented horribly in some leagues.
Can't wait for the VAR controversy to make its way to USL League One. although it might help. It might help the league because there's going to be so many bad calls that they'll need VAR to reverse them. Who knows? It'll be Twitter.
Do you think Chattanooga or FC Tucson is going to be the first one to be like, we don't have a VAR tent, so just going to make it happen?
Tucson will probably have one. Toronto, I don't know.
I mean, Toronto.
Oh, Zach says it's going to be in NISA and NWSL, which, by the way, NWSL starts up soon, and Ebony is our NWSL correspondent, as she is also a Courage fan.
I am a Courage fan because we're the best. Fuck the Thorns. I'm going to throw that out there all day. Whenever you give me an opportunity to say that, I will say it. Yes, NWSL starts up Friday. If you get yeah.
The average USL League One match is going to be 3 hours long with these refs.
They already feel that way on a Tuesday at 6 o'clock. All right, quit playing with me. They already going to be 3 hours long. They're going to feel like it anyway.
Matches out west are going to be great. Those matches aren't any till 1 a.m.
You can tell me what happens in the morning. Give me that 30 and 30, okay? I'm not watching any West Coast game. I'm not watching that Tucson game. I'm not watching that Toronto game.
Yo, I'm telling you, in the morning. See, that's the difference. See, the Tucson games be lit because USL League One at night. Oh man, it'd be litty. Like the admins for these Twitter profiles don't care. Like they be tweeting any and everything, yo. Like I remember last year, like the Richmond admin was talking about because I think Tucson did like a hot dog promotion. And then the Richmond admin just did like a whole breakdown on why like hot dogs aren't healthy. Like that's nothing normal. It was just really like, no, I don't think you should be having hot dogs. Yeah, man. Tucson games are lit. Now Toronto games at 4 p.m. No, you can't do that no more.
And Toronto's playing over in Arizona at least to start the season.
For what? I mean,
because they can't play Canada because
Canada deals with COVID properly. We don't.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
We don't know how to handle COVID.
Why are
we can't act
gonna
right.
be fun? Why are they going to be fun? Someone explain to me why Tucson games are going to be fun on a Tuesday at 6:00.
Because it's like a Monday Night Football. It's like prime time. It's like super prime time.
What? That's you're putting Monday Night Football standards on a Thursday Night Football game. Quit playing with me.
Hold on. Here's the thing with Tucson. Tucson is the team that you watch and you look at the roster and you're like, I don't know who half these dudes are. And then all of a sudden they're flying by you when they get on a counterattack. They get it to the wing, they fly by, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, they're already in your attack. They're already in your box. They're gonna shoot.
Yeah. Like I say probably the best player on that team is Shaq Adams. Like homeboy is deadly fast for no reason.
Who doesn't like drinking midweek and 3 points? Can't say about the 3 point. I don't know. I mean, he's not going to be a pushover, so I can't necessarily say 3 points. But
we don't know what their roster looks like.
They got Shaq Adams and Charlie Dennis.
Agree with that. Like I can admit that I'm too much of an alcoholic to not agree with drinking in the midweek. Okay, so yeah, all right, Matt, you won me. You got me. I'll do it. Whatever.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you guys a couple of questions to see what you guys think about. So first question: what teams falls into the quote unquote relegation spot, the 12th spot this year?
Ooh.
Who you taking? What team falls into the quote unquote relegation spot? Listeners, if you want to, you can put your answers in the chat. I'll put them up there for you. But yeah.
Who falls from grace? Who falls from grace?
Who gets relegated to League Two if we actually had pro?
Who is the OCB of the league?
North Texas? Actually, Revolution. I lied. Revolution.
Yeah, I'm thinking Revs too. I mean, Joe Rice is a good keeper, but a good keeper can only do so much. I don't know much about this roster. I don't know how much is going to be academy, how much of it is going to be, backup players. They didn't really do that well last year in the first year. I'll go Revs too.
No, I'm going to go Tormenta just for the goofy clown that was in our mentions the other day. Like if your team plays like he banters, then y'all definitely going down.
Bolt is going to come for our throats now. All right.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. I think Fort Lauderdale. I don't know.
Oh damn! I forgot all about them.
If Fort Lauderdale didn't finish last place with Christ as their coach, I think they're going to be better this year. They didn't get last place, and they had a shittier coach.
Yeah, the coach that missed the Olympics.
Yeah, and they didn't.
Yo, you it's
too soon. It's too soon. How do you cut the own host mic off? I'm done with it. Too soon.
No, because we all saw this happening last year. Because we was all like, this team got some talent. And then Christ is out there like, you guys want to play defense today? Like,
nah, no defense.
That's why I'm saying it won't be Fort Lauderdale because they had Christ there last year and they didn't finish last place.
Yeah, and he's not the coach anymore. It's someone else. I don't know who. He looks like a janitor, maybe. I'm saying all this and watching Fort Lauderdale brings like a whole bunch of like South American all-stars and win the league, like North Texas.
Oh, Christ isn't coach anymore. Ooh.
Right. So that's
you
why
can't be coach when you're a national embarrassment.
Damn.
He'll bounce back. He'll find a job somewhere.
You know it's going to hurt my heart so much that he's going to end up the coach at Charlotte FC. It's
wow. That's the definition of failing up and failing down at the same time.
It's going to irritate my soul so much. He's the coach at Charlotte FC.
Damn, how you lose your job and lose by getting a new job at Charlotte? That's fucked up.
Yep. All right, so next question. Who is the team that's going to miss out on the playoffs but cause the most chaos?
My team. Mine.
Let me think.
We're super young. We're like the kids are gonna cause some mayhem, but we're not gonna make the playoffs. Nah.
I don't think you're gonna sneak into that 6 seed.
I'm gonna say Chattanooga actually.
Oh, is it 6? Oh, then never.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
top six
yeah.
makes the
I'm
play.
still in
You got to
championship
get out of
mode.
that USL championship way of thinking.
I'm
This is
sorry.
no
I'm
longer,
sorry.
half.
No,
I mean,
still
half the
us.
league gets in, but
Still us. It's still us. Just throwing that out. It's still us. Like,
I'm
nothing
gonna
changed.
go. I'll go Chattanooga. I feel as though, despite all the losses that they had, they're not like they're going to have enough just to be a pain in the ass. They're gonna get, they're gonna get a draw. They're gonna get a dirty win. Like they're going to get something that's going to screw over another team. So I'm
are they
gonna say
going to do the
Chattanooga.
Jets thing? Are they going to do the Jets thing where they lose and then they're like so close to that number one pick and then they start winning 3 games in a row? It's the Jets way. What do you want from me?
Yeah,
Bro, that makes a lot of sense, and I hate you for that. Because now that irritates me more because they ruined my season last year being the damn Jets. Damn
that's
it.
what I'm saying. They're gonna do it again. They're
They're
going
gonna
to
do
ruin
it.
someone's season again.
All right. I'm
We're
gonna
going to be
go.
mid-table. NCFC is going to be mid-table all year, and then they're going to like tank in the final 6 games and get to number 7.
I'm gonna go FC Tucson because they're building something out there, and I don't know what yet, but I feel like
Do they
they're gonna
know?
knock someone. Don't it? Well, I mean, they're finally independent now, which helps, but they're gonna knock someone out. They're gonna be the reason why someone misses out on a playoff spot.
Matt, I know my team, and I know how much they can achieve, and I know how much they can underwhelm. So, and I'm not afraid to admit that they underwhelm. So, I've come to terms with it.
Ooh,
I'm glad
here's a good
I'm
one.
glad the Tucson match for Madison is the first one. So they can't hurt me going out west late in the season. Just get that shit out of the way early.
Dark horse for Golden Boot.
Hold on, hey, real quick about FC Tucson. This is the reason why I chose them. Their last 6 games of the year: Union Omaha, North Texas, North Carolina FC, Tormenta, Fort Madison, and Richmond. Matter of fact, we go out to dog. We go miss the playoffs. We go out to. Oh my god!
Late night USL at dark. Let's go.
No.
I'm
Final
gonna be so
game
pissed
of
if we
the
miss the
season.
playoffs October 30th. Like that might be the night I get suspended off Twitter. I came close. That might be the night. We missed the playoffs because of Tucson. I might just have to fly out to Tucson to fight somebody. That might be the night.
Look, flights will be back up like in price by then because everybody's going to be vaccinated. So let's not catch a flight and catch a felony, okay?
Also, by the way, make sure you get vaccinated. Wash your hands, wash your butt. Don't pass them on.
Wait.
Wear your mask.
I'm gonna go with someone from my team, Christo. Like I said, they're gonna do so much but do so little. He's gonna score 4, but our defense is gonna let in 6 goals. That's what. Okay. That is what we're doing.
So I got two. I got 2 in my head.
You got.
First, Shaq Adams.
Okay.
Because I feel like who else is going to score the goals at Tucson? And the
Fair.
second, I'm going to be biased and a homer. But I could really see if he kicks on, I could see Noah Fuson doing something pretty special. I feel as though the work he's put in this offseason, I'm excited for it. That is my biased answer. And my unbiased answer is Shaq Adams.
Oh, I gave a biased answer 100%. Why
Okay.
not bet on my team? But I'm also going to bet on my team to not make the playoffs.
All right, so my bias answer. I don't have Tazargi at all. Actually, I'm gonna go with Stanley.
Well, that would be a
Alves.
dark horse.
Well, of course. Well, I don't have Tazargi scoring a bunch of goals this year anyway because I think he's playing back. I think he's playing further back. So I'm gonna go with Stanley Alves. I think I can see him scoring some goals this year. And my unbiased pick, I feel like I'm about to peak saying this, and I feel like you Omaha fans are gonna be excited. I'm gonna go Greg Hurst because I feel like he's gonna be like a tap-in master. Like he's not gonna do any kind of work outside of the 18-yard box, but he's gonna finish all of the chances that everyone like. He's gonna just be the cleanup man. That's what he's gonna be.
He's going to be like, wow, I actually got service on this team. Damn. Okay, here we go. Let me just boop. Goal.
Oh, so this is a cross. I didn't know what this looked like.
Oh,
Teammates, competent team. Oh, all right. Let's cool.
Oh, what is this?
midfield? Oh, what? Oh, I just played that on Football Manager. Okay.
See, people already hate my pick.
Well, I would. Yeah, I don't know if Hurst would be considered a dark horse, but I wouldn't be surprised if he got Golden Boot.
Now, I would be more. It would be if he stays healthy, because last year he didn't stay healthy at all. He got hurt all over the position. So you guys want to go into the schedule, the first opening games of the year, or no? We need to talk about the U.S. Open Cup or the USL Closed Cup, as I like to call it.
Open?
The USL Invitational. The US Invitational.
There you go.
If you got the money, you can come play.
This is
Where
the
the money
Masters.
reside,
This
where the money
is Masters ask.
I swear, if I had the rights to that music song, I would play it right then and there.
Yeah, we don't need to get a strike on us from.
No.
Right, come on now. We just started and we already banned. All right.
We already nearly started 2 fights in the first 15 minutes. We don't need to get banned within the first 45.
Oh God.
Like we gotta spread the violence out over the season, okay? Take it easy.
Oh, it's going. I'm telling you right now, we're going to have a violent show where it's just like
First Henny Derby post game is gonna be violent.
That's what I want to talk about is the Henny Derby. But we can talk about the season openers for everybody.
All right.
And
All
we'll call it the Open Cup, but it's
The Invitational.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, U.S. Open Cup or Closed Cup, however you want to call it, pretty much decided we're just going to have 16 teams this year. 8 teams from MLS that are going to be based off of the first 3 games of the year, with some teams only playing 2. Math. USL Championship decided to go a little bit more easier and decided to take the 4 teams for the playoffs because they didn't have a final because COVID. And then USL League One gets 1 team in, and that's Greenville, who, as Union Omaha fans would like to say, they are the asterisk champions, which I'm going to put a pin right here. We can come back to it. That is the pettiest derby in all of soccer, period. Petty. Put that there.
We can come back to it.
Yeah. And then I believe, Kyle, correct me if I'm wrong.
Detroit City.
Detroit City. Is it in Chattanooga? Or did they get cut off?
I think they got cut off as well.
Okay. And then 1 amateur team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how the USL Open Cup is going to be. And then from there, it all comes down to whether or not if they're going to slash it down again and just make it all MLS. I've made my thoughts known on this. I don't really care to be in the U.S. Open Cup this year because it's no point of playing it if you're just going to expose yourself to more COVID.
Fact.
There's no point. There's no point. So what do you guys think about it? Any thoughts on that for y'all?
Why even play it? What's the point?
Pretty much. There's no reason to do this invitational and then cut off 90% of the participants.
Yeah. The thing that doesn't make any sense for real is like these League Two and like amateur sides are playing leagues. They're playing league games. Why, like, you can do the U.S. Open Cup? I wonder if it comes down to like a logistics thing, just about like if they can't tell whether or not an amateur side has had COVID or not. But then once again, like U.S. soccer is supposed to be overlooking all this stuff, but they don't really care because it's U.S. soccer.
Yeah, I feel as though because choosing 8 MLS sides, that's just basically be pick a team out of a hat. No one knows how that's going to go, and they're probably going to be the one that makes the run. And even then, it's kind of questioning. Well, did you really win the whole thing? Like you can't really. Are you really the champion when no one is in it?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, I know Union Omaha fans would have put an asterisk on Greenville's title, but Greenville, through the regular season, were the best team. They were.
Right. I can agree with that, but
the U.S. Open Cup, on the other hand, is an asterisk in my opinion because it's like you're playing in a modified tournament with 16 teams.
Right, and I think the thing is, if you're going to reduce it, then why is it at the expense of these lower league teams? Why is it that USL League One loses a team? Why is it that NISA loses a team? Why is it that these amateurs only get one? Like, it feels as though it should have been a little bit more evened out at least. You put the top amateur sides, you put the top USL League One sides, you put the top championship sides, you put the top NISA sides. You put them all there, MPSL, whatever. You put them all there, you get 4 MLS teams. Makes it more balanced, makes it more competitive.
I think Matt has the best comment of the night.
Just because people are doing things in America right now doesn't mean it's right. Facts. True.
Facts.
True.
Yeah.
But we all know it's a money laundering scam.
And we have
continuously
positive
thrown
Junior
away on
Omaha
nothing.
team.
So Greenville deserves to be there 100%. I hate that they're saying that they deserve to be there, not because of the regular season, but because of a final that was garbage.
We didn't have a final. The Rona said
It never existed.
Final. So, like, saying Greenville's going because it's going, like, because of a final and they're the champions, that's not true. Saying because they're going because they were the best team all season, sure, I'll take that reasoning over they're the champions because they just happen to have less COVID cases than the other team. No, that's not why they got there. They got there because they were good all season.
But then they still they allowed the championship teams to play and they didn't have the final.
Right.
They're letting the championship teams in, and it's like you can't use the same reasoning for one league and not the other.
Especially if you're supposed to be in your quote unquote pyramid. I feel like the Illuminati is playing something here. Let's go.
I mean, U.S. Soccer Federation is a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, it is.
It's Forex, man. I try to tell y'all. It's Forex.
Advocare.
So, April 10th, that brings us to the USL League One schedule, the schedule that really matters and why most of these people are watching. April 10th, we'll open it up. Matter of fact, this Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Fort Lauderdale versus New England Revolution. You get a look to finally see who's on these teams. Either one of you going to be watching this game, or are you just going to be waiting till like?
No, I have no. Because why?
Yeah, I'll probably watch it.
Why would I do that?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably going to be watching this game because I miss USL League One soccer. I know I'm probably like in the minority of that, but I'm interested to watch. And also because we play Revs 2 in like a week.
I'm watching I'm watching two teams play on a Saturday. No.
Welcome to League One football.
I mean, first of all,
everybody's saying this now, and she's gonna change her tune come like July. She'll be like, "I can't believe I was watching this goddamn match on a Tuesday." Just
Can
wait.
we also just take a moment to point out that Ebony just had a beer delivered to her? She just had a whole beer delivered to her.
Oh, because I'm at my friend's Jeff's house because I was never going to make it home in time. But also, Courage play that morning. So they're going to win their game, and then I'm just going to go get trash because we're winning the league this year. It doesn't really matter. So you might as well celebrate hard while you can.
I'm trying to see. Oh, wait. They got... I don't know if I'm going to I might have to split screen it because Racing Louisville FC and Orlando Pride play
exactly. I'll watch
half an hour after that kickoff, and then Jake has his Twitch affiliate for his Bundesliga show. They have a thing at 8:30. Oh boy,
plus Donna. Yeah,
there's too much. There's gonna be a lot going on that Saturday. I will still watch this match at some point because I'm a glutton.
For what? Go watch the Purple Derby. Go watch it.
I can watch all of it. I'll watch all of it.
Derby.
All right, so on the 17th next weekend, Richmond opens up against Revs 2 and South Georgia opens up against Fort Lauderdale. Which one of these games are you watching? I mean, y'all know what I'm watching. I'm watching Richmond.
Well, yeah, we know you're going to watch the Richmond match.
I'm going hard. Probably going to be cussing.
If I had to pick one, I'm going South Georgia, Fort Lauderdale, because I feel like that's going to be more chaotic.
Yeah,
this is true.
I feel like Richmond should win with ease against Revs 2, but I need chaos. If I'm gonna watch USL League One, that's not Ford Madison. I need chaos.
See, Jake's a real one because he scheduled it for after the NWSL games.
Yeah. I would say if you're a neutral, you really need to watch. I'd probably say South Georgia and Fort Lauderdale is probably going to give you the better game. Because was it last year? Yes, it was last year where Ricky scored a half-court shot.
Yes.
And we were all like,
from midfield.
yo, homeboy pulled up from the logo. Like, he didn't think twice about it. He just pulled up from the logo.
He thought it was Dame Lillard and succeeded.
I'm surprised he didn't do the Dame Lillard like time thing. That would have been funny. And closing out April 24th, we got Richmond versus Greenville in the health insurance derby. Union Omaha versus South Georgia Tormenta. North Texas versus Fort Lauderdale.
I'm gonna watch the Kickers versus Greenville.
What about you, Kyle? I feel like Kyle's struggling with this one.
I feel like these are all good matches. So there's not, if you pick one, there's not a bad match. But I am curious.
No, there's a bad match.
Not out of these three? Out of those three. Okay,
Look,
maybe North Texas throttles Fort Lauderdale. Okay, fine.
Yeah, by that point, we'll know whether or not Fort Lauderdale is shit
Fair.
or shit.
I think I'll also lean Richmond against Greenville. Omaha should beat Tormenta. It is in Omaha too. Actually, that's our home opener. So maybe I'll watch like the first half hour. All the energy's there. Great.
Yeah, you get like a 30-minute split. So Richmond's at 6:30, Union Omaha's at 7, but that's if I'm doing time zones right, that's really
At 6. So for Central
Is it
Time, it'll be
6:30?
5:30. It'll be 5:30 for Richmond, Greenville, 6 p.m. for Omaha, South Georgia, and then 7:30 North Texas, Fort Lauderdale.
Okay. All right. Well, that works.
I'd still lean Richmond and Greenville because I feel like those are going to be two of the teams that are going to be competing for higher seeds, and it's going to be more competitive.
Yeah, I'm leaning Richmond Greenville just because of how strong both those teams are, and I feel like it's going to be a battle the whole game. And I wouldn't want to. I'm not going to waste my time with Union and Fort Lauderdale. And I hope North Texas beats Fort Lauderdale.
Just wait till they start a derby with you.
Who?
Yo, I feel like Union Omaha is like that bully that tries to pick a fight with everyone, and the teacher hasn't quite picked up on it yet. Because they have made their rounds around League One. They have made their rounds.
They got El Pettico now. Okay, they got El Pettico.
Oh, that's what we're calling. We're calling it El Pettico.
I don't know if that's the official name. That's what I'm calling it.
Okay.
The Asterisk Cup.
I'm going with El Pettico.
All right. Okay. I don't know that one.
No, look, listen, listeners. If you haven't been following on Twitter, follow it, yo. It is petty, and I love it.
It is. I applaud both sides because they are using the same arguments every time. Omaha is always saying, "We beat you. We beat you at your place. It is an asterisk title." And Greenville comes back with, "You could have had your rematch, and y'all didn't show up, and we were the best team from start to finish." And that it's just consistently. That's the only things they're going to argue back and forth. Neither of them are going to concede. They're not going to give that fight up. I applaud the pettiness. I applaud the dedication.
Did someone say the Edison light bulb derby? Weak.
Omaha is like that Yorktown yipping and napping. Everyone is.
Damn. Shit. Okay.
Oh man.
Okay. Golly. You know what? Let me just crack this beer open really quick.
Time for another delivery.
Yeah, time for another delivery. Oh man. Yo, so listeners, y'all got any questions out there? We'll taking them right now. We're allotted for our hour, so we got time. So any of those questions, drop them down in the chat. We'll talk about them. We'll talk about any and everything of them.
I want to talk Henny Derby.
All right.
What about Henny? I feel like League One is probably one. I feel like it's the only league where we kind of ignored the league suggestion for rivalries. It just made our own. You know, because like for real, like Richmond was supposed to be a rival with Greenville. It is the health insurance cup, and we're like, no, we're gonna be Fort Madison.
And then Fort Madison was going to be Lansing, and then we were kind of like, we don't. Okay, fine. And then RAP Lansing Ignite, and then it was going to be Omaha, and then it was just like, okay, no. And then Port Tucson is just over here like, how are you going to give us a rival when there's no one close to us besides North Texas? Oh yeah, I guess Fort Madison, North Texas tried making that a thing. That's a front office thing. I don't give a shit about it. Whatever.
Ooh. Yo, we got some questions. You guys want to take them?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Of course. So we're going to start off with Luke. Hot take for the season. So this is the hot thing you got to stick with for the rest of the year.
Hot take. Greenville doesn't make the playoffs.
Oh!
Wow.
You asked for violence, you got your violence.
Now this can go one of two ways. Greenville here's this, it was rough shot. It goes Golden State Warriors, or you just became the best, the number one fan of Union Omaha history. That's how this works.
I mean, I can go pick that bet right now.
Whew. Wow. All right. Kyle, what you got? I don't think we're beating that.
No, I can't beat that. Let me see. Chattanooga finishes third from the bottom.
Ooh, okay. All right. So this is mine. Oh man.
I feel like mine's not even that hot, and like I didn't think it was hot regardless. And then Ebony came out with hers, and I'm like, wow, mine's just
because nothing. Because now it's like you're just trying to pick something just for the sake of picking it. All right, fuck it. Union Omaha self-explodes on itself with all the quote-unquote star power they got. I've said it multiple times, man. You got all that talent up there. Like you were like Union Omaha fans are making it known. Like they want, like they're going all in. And if it fails, you're gonna have to blow that team up. Like,
how are you describing self-destruct? How are you describing that?
I think we have an in-team fight because someone's not getting the ball.
Ooh, like on the field or in the locker?
Oh, so you're thinking there's like chemistry issues? Okay, you're thinking that implosion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going like
on like are we
Golden
about
State 2019 where like KD and stuff. You could tell there was KD and Draymond. You could tell there's something there. You're not sure, but you can tell.
Great. Now we're gonna have a Union Omaha player go on and attack us on Twitter and channel their inner KD.
Yo, if they're here right now, they're not doing enough on the field.
Yeah, that's like, if you're coming at us.
It's a Tuesday at 9:00. Like, go eat your vegetables and go to bed. What are you doing right now?
I feel like we need to have that on a t-shirt. It's Tuesday at 9:00.
Like,
all right, so this is the next one we got from Jake. Do y'all think MLS2 teams are good or bad for the league?
It depends. It depends. Are they the two teams that actually give a fuck or no? Because like Red Bulls 2, like so in championship, Red Bulls 2, Bethlehem Steel, those were actual teams that actually competed and actually won shit. But Revs 2, they could give a fucking care less. They're playing at Gillette.
Hey, I got smacked last year 4-1 by Revs 2.
Yo, are y'all okay? That's a y'all problem.
I was the same. Didn't have problems with Revs 2. It took a comeback in the final game of the season to win, but still won.
Like,
y'all was so excited that y'all beat Revs 2. Y'all was so excited.
We gotta take the goals. We didn't score a lot. Take the goals that you can.
I don't even consider Baby Bulls or Red Bulls to a 2 team because they build their roster like they're their own entity. Same thing with the Riverhounds, and same thing with like some of these other teams. They build them like they're their own team.
I will say overall, it's still, I'd say 2 teams are not good for the league at the current iteration of what the league wants to be. I think in USL Championship, it made a lot of sense to provide stability. But in USL League 1, especially when crowds are going to be a thing again, you're going to see, a stadium like Omaha, like Madison, like Richmond, like Greenville, you're going to see a lot of fans actually give a shit. And then you're going to get to North Texas. You're going to get to Revs 2, and there's going to maybe be like 10 people.
TFC2, like someone
TFC2 plays on a practice field on a Friday at 4 p.m. They don't give a damn about the fans.
Orange slices of FC, baby. We out here. Orange slices, baby.
I go with no, because if you want to give these kids, academy kids that are 16, 17, 18, proper playing time, just go and make an MLS reserve league. Like, make an MLS academy league. Like, take that shit to your own. Take that shit in-house.
Well, that's what they're trying to do, but they're not succeeding because there's a lot of these 2 teams that are like, no, we actually compete and we actually do shit. But you're not seeing that crossover of those teams that are wanting to compete in championship trickle down to USL1.
But it also depends, because then the parent team might just take the players and keep them up there. I mean, that has happened where they just decide, like Toronto's done this plenty of times, where they had brought all of their heavy hitters on their 2 team, brought them up to the main team, and just kept them there. Yeah. And then in the inverse, North Texas took all their reserve players on their main team and brought them down to the from FC Dallas down to North Texas for the playoffs.
Bro, I'll never give North Texas for that, man. I'll never forgive him for that.
I didn't know Rev 2 was a thing, Gino, so I don't know who's on their roster anymore.
Joe Rice, and that's it.
Man, Joe Rice might get called up to this first team soon. He might be gone.
Back up to Matt Turner.
First of all, I didn't know that they knew that soccer existed in New England, because the Revs get no love, and then you expect Revs 2 to get love? Come on, son.
Hey, Gino gonna hate our show. Gino's gonna hate this show.
Gino is gonna swing on us come first Henny Derby. He shows up at.
Yes, man. Yeah. So,
you know what? And it would be deserved. So, because we only got like a couple minutes left, let's talk Henny Derby. Y'all got 4 games.
4 of them.
What the hell?
USL is really trying to capitalize on this derby, and I need a check.
I don't get it.
I need a check cut.
I want payments. Ryan Madden.
I want my restitution.
You know how to reach me. You have my number.
Yeah. Ryan got. I know Ryan listening
you have
to this
our
show.
Number.
Hold on. Let me get the solo camera on me real quick. Let me get the solo. Ryan, I know you looking at this show. I need a check cut, sir. I need one of these hitty derbies on primetime ESPN. Primetime, you hear me? I need Taylor Twelman, wherever his name is.
No, absolutely not. No.
I need
prime time.
We do not want Taylor. I don't want Taylor Twelman on it. All right. Last thing I need is then the Henny Derby having a match with Josie Altidore.
He's been talking about it like the El Clasico. Like, this is the best derby in American soccer.
And then all of a sudden, Josie Altidore is just going to come firing off some tweets out of nowhere. It's going to be fucking 7:30 at night, and Josie Altidore is going to be on Twitter.
It's like it's a Tuesday, and they're talking about.
They play on one of the Henny Derbies is on a Wednesday.
So. Yeah,
it's like It's like literally back to back. So like, hold on, let me pull it up real quick. But while I'm pulling it up, the game that everyone needs to go to, like everyone been asking me a Kyle, like, oh, I want to go to Henny Derby. And I'm telling everyone, like, the game you need to go to is the last one, the October 61 in Richmond, because that's the one where it's like it's gonna get real. Like,
yeah, I've already requested that one, and I'm taking 2 days before off, and I'm gonna it's gonna be a week long event.
So we got a Henny Derby. Yeah, we got a Henny Derby on June 12th. Mm-hmm. We got it. So they knew what they was doing. They knew not to put that Henny Derby on Juneteenth because we would have acted a plum fool.
I wouldn't remember the next 2 days.
A Henny Derby in Juneteenth the league's not ready for it.
No.
But no, there's 2 dates. There's June 12th in Madison, And that'll be the
September
first one.
1st in Richmond, September 11th in Madison, and then October 16th in Richmond.
I'll be there for both of those games, so we can fight there, okay?
Look, man, it's going
I'm
to be
kidding,
crazy.
Gino. It's all love. It's all love. I swear. It's all love.
We just went from slandering Chattanooga for the first half of the episode to slandering Revs 2 for the second half of the episode. And I think that's going to be the theme of the season.
Gino said he's never coming back to the show. He's already let y'all know he's not coming back. So we already lost a blacklister in the middle of this podcast. Congratulations.
It's our first episode. It's our first one.
Congratulations.
This is why we failed. This is why we failed.
There is a good question that came in from Colin. What are our thoughts about a potential Northwestern Arkansas team?
It'd be great for Tucson and North Texas.
Yeah,
somebody out there.
Maybe they'll finally put enough over there that they can split off and have a second, like a division,
Because I think next year we're getting Fuego Flames.
Yeah, Fuego comes next year.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Central Valley.
One more time. Let me.
Fuego. Is it Fuego FC? Yeah, Fuego FC.
Central Valley Fuego FC.
And then Northern Colorado FC.
They come next year.
Yeah, Chip just asked what Omaha take North. I mean, look, Union Omaha bullies everyone in USL League, so I won't be surprised if they try to start a derby with them. Wouldn't be surprised. It's probably what happened.
But no, I think it's good.
Northern Colorado.
I was going to say good for Northwest Arkansas. Good to have a independent club show up. It's good when more independent teams are part of this league. It sounds like there's some movement within their fans to actually give a shit, which is important as well. So I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be cool. I don't know if I'm going to come down to Northwest Arkansas because that's still that's south. That is south. I can't do it. I don't know. No.
Look, there's only 2 states. No, I take that back. Yeah, 2 states I told myself that I would never go to as a black man. That's Alabama and Mississippi. I'm not doing it.
I'm throwing Utah on that list. I'm throwing Utah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Utah. What the fuck am I going to do there?
Nah, true.
Like what can I do in Utah that I can't do in Colorado?
There's a lot you can do in Colorado.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like if I'm gonna go to Utah, I might as well go to Colorado and do the same shit with some benefits.
That's fair.
All right. And then we also get Fort Wayne. Are we sure Portland is like around because they got merch before we got anything else?
That should have been my hot take. Portland will not be announced this season.
So Portland's going to be the Sacramento?
Not even that. They're not even going to
know what, guys? We can't pay the $10,000. We can't do it.
We're
actually, man, that is hilarious. So we're going to go over the hour. It is what it is. This is the hot take show. When Sacramento said, like, we can't do MLS, I immediately thought, I was like, bro, they went to Rent a Center.
We ain't got it. We ain't got the money. That's all.
They said they got 5 on it. That's it.
We're good for the money. Just, next year. We need time. I need time.
So Matt makes a good point. North Dakota is the king of why would I ever go there? I'm going to counterpoint that and say Ohio still exists. Why would I ever go to Ohio?
I really want to see if Skyline Chili really exists. Like, I want to see if this is a real thing.
Oh, it exists. And it's not
real. Good. It's real.
Like, I want to know
this.
No, Portland will not get announced this year. That should have been my hot take.
The best thing you can ever do when you get to Ohio is leave Ohio. Just throwing that out there.
So we got a question from everyone's favorite pissed off supporter up in Fort Madison, Andrew. He asked, if y'all don't know who Andrew is, like,
Andrew's OG. Andrew's the dude, man.
He is, man. He is. He says, which USL League One clubs or championship, since Ab, you from the championship, you coming on down, self-relegation, whoop whoop, has the best supporters and most popping game day atmosphere. So I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna tell y'all who has the worst game day atmosphere I've ever been to, and that is Charlotte Independence. Absolutely the worst whatsoever. If you ever go to a Charlotte Independence game, I advise you to turn around and question every life decision. It sucks. It is horrible. You can't drink beer at the games. You got to pay for a parking spot that's like $30. Tickets are overpriced to watch horrible soccer. It sucks. And the owner is racist. It is horrible, trash soccer. Have a good day.
We still love you, Ben. Like, you're so cool. We still like
Ben,
you.
Yeah, we like you, Ben. All right. But I would say best I've seen so far?
Yes, Matt. NC was in a USL championship. Saw the question pop up. So we went from NASL to championship after the traffic out debacle where our owners got arrested for that whole
I feel like I should just put Kyle.
Some
I'm gonna put a single cam
nonsense going on.
So our owners were arrested in that whole traffic scandal with FIFA.
Play some sad music in the background.
All right, chill out. Damn. And Malik came in. We played NASL for like a year or two. I know there's some NCFC fans listening. Maybe you could correct me. And then we went to USL Championship, and then we just self-relegated for this season.
Self-relegation.
That's our derby, the self-relegation cup. There we go. You can't fire me. I quit.
Like every black guy at a job.
My bad, Matt. I'm also drinking.
This isn't even that messy. What are you talking about, David?
I feel like that call was more directed to me because I put a solo camera on app. Only we needed was like the violin in the background. Welcome to League One, everyone. It's gonna be crazy. Let me ask y'all. Yeah,
worst fan base. It's still Chattanooga Red Wolves. They have no fans. First of all, they have like 5. They lied about how many fans they had their first year.
How do you do that? Like, you can see.
They tried saying, we have 1,000 something people. And it's like, we have a drone shot and there's just gray from the bleachers. It is just gray.
Yeah. Yeah, they lied about their attendance.
And I'm always going to be better about their racism. So
that's fair.
It is fuck Chattanooga.
And also, they had a supporters group that just mysteriously disappeared. And then
because
another
no one
supporters
cared.
group came out of nowhere. You see what happened?
That's different.
Yeah.
Odd. A weird thing to lie about because cameras.
They're just upset that they're always going to be the second favorite team. No, sorry. Third favorite team behind Chattanooga FC, Chattanooga FC women.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They will always be the neglected.
They the redhead stepchild?
Worse than that.
Just no one likes them. Yeah. Like, USL League One players even said, like, I don't want to go to Chattanooga and play. Like,
damn.
Like, why you think they do all the youth kid movement? Like, that one player from another USL League One team, someone can fact check me, has moved to Chattanooga.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Greg Hurst is going to go to Omaha and be like, wow, this is so much better. This is great. I'm in paradise.
Yeah, pretty much.
Best atmosphere. Fuck it. Best atmosphere. I'm saying Madison. Fight me on it. Say I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. I'm saying Madison.
Wow, chat. Really? Is this what y'all deal with in League One?
No rules, no blood, no foul, baby.
Breaking players.
Call your foul.
Look, this is like street basketball, baby. Yeah, it's 21. First one to 21 wins.
Okay.
No blood, no foul.
I feel like there was still a foul there, though. I was just saying.
No. You can call your foul. No one's going to follow it.
Okay.
That's why I can't wait till USL League One gets VAR and it goes horribly wrong because of a shortage in the field. It's going to be hilarious.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And did you just wait? You went from Michelob Ultra to PBR?
Look.
I like it.
Ebony has gotten progressively drunk. It's hilarious.
And this isn't even like her good beer. She always seems to come in with like some high quality beer on some of these other calls.
We started there. We started with like an 11%, and then we went to the brewery and got like some 5% and 6% beers, and then we came back, and I was never gonna make it home in time. So then this is all we had left.
There you go. Yes, Chip, that's 100% right. That is the rule of USL League One. If you are not dead, you can play. Because
JC Banks hurt his shoulder in the first match against North Texas. No foul called, and he had to continue playing with that injury for a good chunk of the season.
Yo,
that's just life.
Ivan last year got slide tackled twice in the same knee, and the ref was like, you can move.
This is also the same league. This is the same league that does a drop ball to resume play. Like they drop it like it's a puck.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, like I'm surprised no one just say swing at the beginning and be like, bah! All right, I'm gonna take the ball. Surprised it hasn't.
Instead of doing the coin toss, y'all just fight. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it happens.
Sure.
Anything else from you guys before we wrap up? Because now we're at the point of the show where we're just rambling and laughing. It's not bad. It's great. Anything else from you guys before we wrap up? We promise the show is going to be a little bit more structured as well.
Don't lie like that.
How are we defining structured?
Like it's structured enough that we all show
I show up for a
9:30
class at 10 o'clock structured.
Okay. I can do
We went through the talking points. We went through everything that we talked about.
We hit all the points that were on the screen, and
we answered questions.
These jokes.
Yes, that's all I got for you.
Slander. It's always about slander. We got to slander other teams.
You want me to show up prepared? No, but if you want me to get these jokes off, I got you. CCL fever. What is that?
No, because my team's not in CCL.
CONCACAF Champions League.
Oh, right. No, fuck them.
Unserious competition. It's great.
Look, until USL League One teams make it, baby, we don't care.
It's garbage because you've got preseason MLS teams playing against mid-season Mexican play teams, and never will an MLS team win it. Like,
hold on. Excuse me. Hold on. Brad Gazan got a red card in the first half. I know we're not supposed to talk about MLS.
I mean, we can talk about whatever the fuck we want.
See, this is what I mean. This is what I'm talking about. It's great chaos. It is messy. It is.
No, because y'all understand. So, you don't know this. Kyle, you might know this. If there's one person on the USMNT that I want hands with, it's Brad Gazan. I want hands with that man, dog. I do. Ooh, he got sent off in the first half. Hey, I'm about to make our new life hard. Hey, we got to wrap this show up because I'm about to make our new life hard.
Okay, wait. What do you mean by fan ranking? I don't think
he's a good goalkeeper at all. Like, I think he's, like, trash. And, like, Premier League fans and, like, Atlanta fans are trying to tell me, no, he's a good goalkeeper. No, he's trash. He's horrible.
What did Guzan do to you? Damn.
He's not good.
Play well, I guess.
I guess there's that one game that stuck in Yogi mind, and now he just over it.
Yeah, because he's not good. Then people try to make him out to be good.
Okay, yeah. Before we go, we'll talk about the preseason fan rank, whatever.
Oh yeah, that totally unbiased thing. Where is this at? That was 100% unbiased takes, by the way, people. Just want you to know,
unbiased.
It's horrible.
So for those that don't know, they had the fan voted preseason poll. Number 1 was Greenville. Number 2 was Omaha.
What?
Number 3 was Chattanooga. Number 4 is Ford Madison. Number 5 is Richmond Kickers. Number 6, North Texas. 7, FC Tucson. 8, NCFC. 9, South Georgia Tormenta. 10, Revs 2. Surprisingly not the last place. Good for them. 11, Fort Cocaine FC. And 12, Toronto FC 2. So
by this theory right now, what do we have to playoffs will work? I think doesn't the first and second team get a bye?
They get a bye. So Greenville and Omaha would get a bye.
Okay, so Chattanooga will be at home against North Texas, and then we will have a 5th Henny Derby of the year. Good God!
But I'm biased.
and then Union on
I can't get drunk on Henny 5 times in 1 year.
You can, but you also need a replacement liver. But that's not my problem.
I was gonna say you can do it. It won't end well, but no, Chattanooga's not gonna be third.
You get me for 2 games. You get me for 2 games. Quit playing with me. 5.
So do y'all want to say y'all top 6 now, or do y'all want to wait?
No, I'm gonna wait because I know we're not in it, and I don't know enough about this league yet. I'm gonna watch those April games, and I'm gonna read about those April games. I'm not watching them, and we'll go from there.
So we got one last question from Luke, by the way. Oh, finish what you were saying, Kyle. But I was
gonna say I'm not gonna do my top 6 yet because it seems a little unfair to try and rank when everyone's starting at different times and everyone's got different preseasons. I will say Chattanooga's not finishing in the top 6.
Yeah, I mean, y'all don't start to the eyes of March, right?
We start in May. Hold on now. We start with Kyle.
It's not as bad as Toronto FC 2. They start in May, like 22nd.
They
like,
start in June. It says May. We're going to say June.
But yeah, so that is what I'll say about the top 6. I'm not going to super argue with the first 2. That seems fair. Chattanooga's not going to be third. I'm surprised Ford Madison's fourth. I'm just surprised. Whether that's accurate or not, I'm not sure.
I have zero faith in your old team. I like it.
I just need them to score goals for me to believe again. They can defend. Scoring goals is the problem, but they should make the playoffs.
No wins, just Bobs. Luke, one last one before we head out. Thoughts on no league incentive to get vaxxed? It's dumb as fuck. Everybody go get fucking vaxxed. If you want to be in the stands, go get fucking vaxxed. And the fact that the league is not incentivizing getting vaccinated is dumb as shit.
Look, for any people of color that have their hesitations because American health system and its prior knowledge, there are plenty of white people getting this vaccine. So that should tell you it's okay.
He said it, not me, so y'all can't suspend me off Twitter. He said it, not me. Hold on. He said it. Because y'all love to make me out to be like I'm the reckless one.
Get the vax. It's going to be fine. Let's all do this.
So I mean, I will throw this out there because like I've been doing these vaccines for like the last 6 weeks.
You are a resident doctor.
6. Whoa! I don't have none of those extra letters after my name.
Look, in the hood, if you have anything to do with medicine, you are a doctor.
Okay,
you know how this works.
The best vaccine is the one that you can get in your arm right away. Get your vaccine. Let's go back to games, please. I'm talking to all of you, not like the black people too, and get it, please, please. I want to see y'all at games, so I can't choose violence against you in person if you're not there in person. So
it'll just be on Twitter.
Yeah, I can do Twitter, but if we trying to catch these hands in person, I need you to get a vaccination, okay?
Hey, I know I'm down to fight.
Let's go. Right. You got me at 2 Henny Derbies. I'm fighting somebody that night. I don't know.
Let's fight Chattanooga with the lights off. All right. Yeah, this is the part, so we need to wrap it up. All right, y'all. So this, as always, man, this is episode 1 of Walking 90, which you said is a show for supporters by supporters. Also, I was forgetting what I'm about to say, so I'm gonna pass over to Cal while I finish laughing.
This will also be a podcast that we'll have the audio for, so make sure to check that out on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, whatever podcast app you use. So make sure to check us out there. Give us a review, 5 stars. That's all I got. 5
star.
And I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in. This isn't possible without y'all. This was just an idea that we had one night many months ago, and it's coming to life, and it's fun, and I hope you guys had fun, and I can't wait for us to do it again. just know that we'll come for everybody's team, including our own. So, but we just here to have a good time. So
it's gonna piss me off so much.
And Yogi said I'm the drunk one. He over here forgetting whole sentences right now.
Because y'all know me, I laugh like mid sentence, and I couldn't contain my laughter anymore. Yeah, but for everyone out there, y'all, we just want to say thank you guys for supporting us. This show only works for you guys that are watching this show, asking these questions, being engaged with us. You can follow the pod if you're listening. If you're looking live, you can follow right here at Walking 90 Pod, or you can also follow us on Twitter and YouTube. So right now, let me do a quick Twitter check. We are up to 75 followers. The goal by the first April 10th is trying to get to 125. So for everyone that like USL League One, like Black supporter culture, anything and everything in between, tell them to follow us. Yeah.
Anyone that hates Chattanooga, they should definitely listen to this.
Watch if you get an influx of like Chattanooga FC fans out of nowhere.
And then we'll get Great Valley Millwall to follow them right behind as well.
You know what?
Okay, we gotta stop.
And with that being said, y'all, we will holler at you guys later. Be easy, be safe. Oh man, that is